Mic check. Guess what, motherfuckers? Today is my birthday. I'm not even kidding. When this releases on June 26th, it is my birthday. What did you guys get me for my birthday? I looked in the mail. It's Sunday, I don't care. I looked in the mail and I got nothing from any of you. So ungrateful. How rude of you to not try and, help me ring in my 22nd birthday. What the fuck do I do this show for? You're supposed to shower me with gifts. Whack. So, last episode was cool. Got to share the Camp Zool roundtable that we had, which was fun. I'm glad we got to do that. Quick note. Some shit happened a couple days ago. It is impossible to avoid it at this point. I'm not going to get into huge details. All I'm going to say is, please, motherfuckers, go ahead and vote this year. Vote every fucking time that you can, but please vote, because having control over, body autonomy is a big fucking deal, and apparently that's not guaranteed in this day and age. With that said, let's move into some shit. First off, something that I totally forgot to mention in prior episodes, although it may not have actually been knowledge before the last episode. I can't quite remember, but Ouija Mac, the new album Sailwind, will be out, I believe it was August 5th, which means it's coming out during the gathering. So pre-orders are already up. There's the typical, $20 for the album, buy 5 for, $100 and you get something bonus. Signed ones are $27, stuff like that. It looks like this one's actually in a jewel case, so can kind of justify the price a little bit more for that. So that's a thing. Also, what just technically released, because they are available, it's not a pre-order, is the new Mr. Grey album, Operation Delirium. There are multiple bundles that are available on Buckshot's shop, the Mob Shop, and there is actually a bundle that has another album with it, which is the Berserkers, which is Mr. Grey and Buckshot. So I haven't ordered mine yet. I will be ordering it later this week, but honestly, I'm looking forward to more Mr. Grey. Because I think he's fucking solid as hell. His work on Cabal was fantastic, but I am looking forward to hearing the Berserkers album as well. But yeah, the pre-order shit looks awesome too. The fucking jersey, it might be my favorite jersey that Buck has come out with yet. And every time I can't say it enough how much I love the merchandise that Buck gets, because he actually gets some quality shit for what you're paying. So that's just a couple things. Also something that was announced, because I've been listening to more of the music that I've gotten from camp. I haven't gotten through all of it yet, but I am slowly and steadily making my way through. And one of the things that's really been standing out has been the stuff from LSP, Lyrical Snuff Productions. So I've been listening to, I listened to Cody Manson's Psychoactive. I like that a lot. And I've listened to the first 2 Triple MFD albums. I liked those a lot. And Scum just announced that at the gathering there is going to be an LSP, like a surprise album. So it sounds like it's going to be like a CD that has just everybody from the label, which is really, really cool. So something to look into. I'm assuming that's where it's dropping. They'll probably have extras available after on their site, but just something to make note of if you're going to the gathering and aren't aware. But as of time of recording, the list of everybody performing at the gathering just came out. I'm sure that everybody's already seen it now, but if you haven't, I'm going to literally go down the entire fucking list. So Buckle up, buttercups. We have two different stages. We have the Jokey Mind stage and we have the Nightmare stage. I'm not going over times. I'm literally just going down the list of who is here, and I'm going from top to bottom. So, on the Jokey Mind stage, which seems to be the main stage, we have Babytron, we have Egyptian Lover, Fat Nick, Free Will, Hex, ICP's Super Mix Juggalo Jukebox Show, which apparently sounds like it's going to be one of the two ICP shows that is there, and it's going to be a lot of songs that either have like never been played. It says ICP will put on a concert composed of songs they've never performed live. So very, very interesting concept. Looking forward to that because I'm sure there's some songs that I fucking love that never get any showing. So it's gonna be one for the ages. Moving on. In Dying Arms, ICP. So they're gonna be doing two sets. KRS-One, LSP Gorehound of Snuff, which I believe is just going to be a lot of people from LSP. Mikey Clark, Odd Squad Family, Ouija Mac, Puya, Roadside Ghost, Sir Mix-a-Lot, Slick Rick, Steel Panther, The Cybertronic Spree, The Executioners, X-Large Professor featuring The Future Kings, Trey Pound. I'm going to assume this is hashtag BPTF. Fat C. Marinus. I am so fucking sorry. I'm butchering these. Super Famous Fun Time Guys. The Hatchet Man Project. And Wicked Wood. That is going to be on the Jokey Mind stage. On the Nightmare stage, we have American Overdose. Big Hoodoo. Dana Dentata. Esham. Green Jelly, Group Home, HB the Grizzly, Horror, or Hogog if you're Shmeev, Legs Diamond, Lawrence, Mad Max with Reverend Television, Motown Rage, Mushroom Head, Onyx, Scythe Gang 666, Schizo, Wicked Ways, 386 Music, Cluner, Fams and the Hooligans, Gulavelli, Grim, there's two M's there, Hitman Chris, Ill Fortune, Like a Villain, McNasty, Politicize, Professor Fresh, Really Bad People, Riddy K, sure, Sex Waffles, The Psycholos, okay, Tricky Youth, Wild Bill, Yaz Kahopi, okay, and Zigzvik. Zigzvik. I don't know how to pronounce that. Anyways, that's the performances. Those are your musical artists. I saw something about I think Esham was performing at like 1:30 in the morning on one of the days, which is insane, but some people are like, oh, he should be on main stage. It's not the main stage one, obviously. They're like, oh, he should be on main stage, blah, 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 like, a big deal. And Esham was like, no, this is exactly where I need to be. Okay, that's fine. Initial thoughts. I am not super impressed. Now, let me be completely transparent here. I know that, I've never been to a gathering before. And I know that I have missed some really big years. And I guess I was just hoping that they could get a little bit more this time around, given that, last year was obviously a bit of a stretch to do the gathering, with the pandemic and everything. And don't get me wrong, we're still in a fucking pandemic. But I guess, I don't know, I was hoping for, I guess, some specific artists. I honestly really thought that Chris Calico may have been there. I know that Tech would have been a stretch, but I definitely thought that Chris Calico would have been there. Nobody from Suburban Noise, which I think is a very big surprise to me. But like, with the exception of the psychopathic artists, ICP and Ouija Mac. I do want to see Big Hoodoo because I've never seen him perform. I'm looking forward to Hex because I loved his album that came out. I would honestly go ahead and check Esham, to be completely honest, assuming we're there at the time. I'm interested in HB the Grizzly. I'm interested in Hogog. Legs Diamond, I'm a bit concerned about because I'm pretty sure he's going to be doing stuff from Nine Pistolas. So I don't know because I don't care for that fucking album. But it would just be an interesting set at the very least. Man, who else on here? I don't know about anybody on this. Fams and the Hooligans. I did dig their set at Camp Zool, so I'll definitely go ahead and check them out again. And as far as like the big stage, I will not lie. Aside from ICP, the group that I'm most excited to see is Super Famous Funtime Guys. I don't care. I will rush the fucking stage and be up front there for that. It is their first time performing at the Gathering, which is a super big deal. I want to show support for Long Live Evil. I honestly might bring one of my masks. I'm not sure. I wish that they would have some actual lucha masks there. I don't want to get one of the like the latex ones. I wish that I could have like an actual lucha mask. I should order one. There's a place that you can get them online for like $30. Not like an 8 legs or a whipstick one, but like other ones. I'm kind of tempted. Maybe I'll do some looking online. If I can get one before the Gathering, maybe I'll get one to wear during their set. I think it's weird to get Sir Mix-a-Lot. I think it's weird to get Slick Rick. Steel Panther, I've actually heard some good things about, so I would totally go ahead and check them out. I would watch that set. Mike Clark is obviously going to be doing a, it's kind of like a DJing set. I don't think he'd be doing like music. But we can fucking ask him to release the goddamn ODB cut. And also my fucking, Down with the Clown Centerfold mashup. I want it now. I really do. I'm also really looking forward to seeing the LSP stuff. Like I said, I've been a fan of their stuff ever since Camp Zool. Some of it is still a bit extreme for me, but I'm I'm getting better with it, I think. So looking forward to seeing that. Because goddamn Scum had some fucking energy. But that's the Gathering. And remember, if you're going, we are going to be there. Juggalo Judgment is going to be there performing. We're part of an event. The Gathering of the Juggalo podcasts live, which is the very first event. It's literally at noon on day 1 of the Gathering. So there's going to be a lot of people who aren't there yet, and we're just going to be sitting there recording. But I think the premise of what we're going to do is probably we're going to just sit there. Shmeev and I will be talking, and if anybody wants to come up and chat with us for a few minutes, we'll probably ask some, your casual Juggalo questions and go from there. I don't know. We're going to figure something out. We have just over a month to figure this shit out. Who fucking knows? Because there's a lot of shit that's not set in stone at the moment. But at this point, like, I've already established this, and I think it was easy to tell if you listen to the last mic check, the Camp Zool Roundtable. I know for a fact that I want to go to Camp Zool every year. I loved pretty much everything about it. I loved the intimacy of it. I loved that I was able to see new artists, be introduced to some new stuff, and even see ones that I'd never, gotten to see and perform before. So Camp Zool is definitely in the realm of, yes, I'm going to do what I can to go to this from now on. The Gathering has slowly started to lose a bit of luster, lose some of the mystique that I've wanted. And I mean, shit, 10 years ago, I'd have been like, there's nothing stopping me. Like, if I was in the position to be able to go 10 years ago, I'd have been like, fuck yes, I must do this. I have to do it. 2 years ago, it was in the realms of possibility. But now it's just like, I don't know, the desire's starting to fade a bit for me, which I feel bad about, but I can't really control that. That said, I'm going to do what I can to have fun, because I'm going to be with a group of friends who I'm just excited to be around. So even if the event itself, if the performances aren't, what I hope for or want, at least I'm there with people who are going to make the experience memorable in a positive light there. I can't wait to actually finally meet Eric and Aaron in person. I think Veron's going to be there, so I'll get to see her again. I'm pretty sure that the brother and sister that we mentioned on the Campsell Roundtable, Mike and Stacy, I'm pretty sure are going to be there too. And I guarantee that if I don't see them at all during the entire fucking gathering, I will see them during Super Famous' set. Since they're actually, like, friends with them. So, it's crazy to think about that. In just over a month, I'm going to be at the gathering. Oh my god. It's crazy to think about, y'all. It's fucking crazy to think about. I actually thought that this was gonna be a much longer podcast than it is, but it's actually gonna be pretty short, and that's kind of because I just want to kind of chill, because tomorrow, aka probably now, whenever this episode comes out, I will be recording another podcast with somebody else. This is actually supposed to be a week where we record, but Shmeev is out of the state right now. They didn't want to be near me. They didn't want to be next to their best friend on their birthday. It's okay. It's what I deal with. My 22 years of existence on this mortal plane. Can't even have my best friend here. Sadness. Anyways, I'm gonna end this episode with something that just happened last week, though. It was a big deal for me. I have mentioned before, and this is probably not news for some people. If you went onto the Juggalo Judgment Instagram, I posted about this a few days ago. I have been very vocal about the fact that, obviously I collect this music. I don't try and collect every version of things, but, like, typically I go for, this album has these songs, this album has these songs, as long as I have at least one physical copy of a song, that's typically fine for me. And there's a couple albums that I'm still missing in my collection. Some of them are I'll probably never get some of them. And one of them, I've been very, very vocal about, on multiple platforms. I have mentioned it here. I've mentioned it on the 5-piece that I was on. But that was, From Us to You, Twisted Presents, Cryptic Collection Holiday Edition, of which there's only a little over 100 copies, maybe. I think it's supposed to be 100. There might be about 150 copies, authentic copies, in existence, given out at Big Ballas 2009. What was cool about that was they actually, on the official Twisted's official website, they actually had to where you could download it for free for a week, and it was in multiple formats too. I think you could download it in WAV files. You could download the MP3. It was very cool how they did that, and then they took it off. Now it is available now on streaming platforms. However, it's the Magic Ninja version. There are some tracks that were removed, some tracks that have been added since. So it's not the original version. I've been very vocal about the fact that I've been trying to get this album for a long time. It was basically my holy grail. I nearly got a copy last year and missed out on eBay, and I was very sad about that. Last week, I was looking on the Psychopathic Museum, and somebody had one up there. So I reached out, and the price was pretty reasonable. However, I did ask the person. I was there, and Shmeev was there with me. And apparently, I asked the person, I'm like, hey, this is honestly a really good price. I'm considering it. Like, is this an authentic copy? And I'm like, I'm trying not, I don't mean to be offensive or, ask if you're selling bootleg shit and, whatever. It's just, I know that there were bootleg versions made at one point, and they were like, dude, you're not offending me at all. Like, it is one of the bootleg ones, which is why I'm selling it cheaper. And I'm like, okay, that's totally fair. Shmeev and I were over at a friend's house, and Shmeev had me head over to his place after, because I gave him the DVDs that he had to rip for us to watch and do the commentaries, the Born Twisted, the shockumentary and shit like that. I think he might still have my psychopathic videos as well. And he hands me those back, along with a pizza box of all things. And in this pizza box, wrapped up, was From Us to You, Twisted Presents Cryptic Collection Holiday Edition. Signed copy, actually. So apparently what had happened was, whenever I mentioned to Shmeev about this one popping up, he immediately messaged this group on Discord, on the ICP with We Discord, that I was talking about this, and they apparently said, yo, stop him from buying this. A couple months ago, I bought a CD from somebody on Psychopathic Museum. I can't remember which one it was. For the life of me, I can't fucking remember. I think it might have been a Super Famous album, actually. But anyways, it might have been Super Did Screening the Tunes, which I got that at a fucking amazing price too, so I was excited for that. Anyways, I had asked them, like, yo, is that real? Like, how much is it? And it was like, I don't fucking remember how much it was. And it was signed. Fast forward, the guy had sent me the tracking info for the CD that he sent me. And in it, there was another tracking number going to the same town. So I got confused, and I was like, did you send a second one, like, by chance? And just, it became a weird thing, and I was like, maybe there's, maybe something did get sent my way by accident. I don't know. Maybe, maybe there's another Juggalo in my town, and it's a small town, so who fucking knows? Nothing else ever got sent to me. Okay, whatever. I just forgot about it. Apparently what happened is I had told the Discord about this, and I was just making a joke of like, all right, who's buying this for me? Or what do I got to trade to get it, or some shit like that. And apparently a number of the people in our Discord got together. They all chipped in, and they got me this CD. And I'm not lying. I opened it, and I actually cried. Shmeev recorded video of this. I'm actually getting like fucking choked up right now. I can't stress enough that this podcast is so fucking crazy. This show that I get to do with my best friend, something that we started as a hobby on weekends, just to kind of see where it went, see how long we would do it for, how long one of us would get just tired of doing it and want to quit. This has done so much for me. I've been very fortunate. And I've had other people, like, this is the second or third time where somebody has been able, someone's actually like gotten something for me, like that I needed, like as part of the collection. One of our listeners, an early on listener, like hooked me up with a CD that was damn near impossible for me to get, and asked for nothing in return, which I still did, because they were too fucking cool, and I wish I could have done more. But this show has allowed me to interact with people that I may not have been able to interact with otherwise. We have people who tune in and listen to us every other week, every week if you listen to the mic checks too. Like it's so cool to think that there's people who just want to hear us bullshit about, this music. And I can honestly say that I have gotten new friends from this. Camp Zool was definitely a big example of that, and I have no doubt that the Gathering will do the same. So to the people in the Discord who did that for me, I wish that I could hug every one of you. I mean, shit, I wish I could pay you guys back, because I know that even just all of you getting together to do it, I knew it wasn't cheap. It's just, it means a lot. It fucking means so much to me. But now I have a new problem, and that's the fact that now I have my Holy Grail in my collection. What the fuck do I have to live for? What do I strive to get now? There's basically nothing. Audio-wise, within, Psychopathic and Magic Ninja, I'm pretty set up. I mean, shit, it's crazy. In the last couple weeks, I got literally 2 of my grails in my collection. The Twisted, the Black Magic Wrong With Me single, and Cryptic Collection Holiday Edition. It's, oh god, it's fucking crazy. I'm looking at it right now. It's just, I still can't believe that it's real. So sorry that I got really sappy and personal and shit, but I couldn't help it. It's just some real shit for me, and yeah, I just wanted to share that. So, I think that's about it, to be completely honest. So with that, if you need to send me money or anything to compensate for, missing my birthday or anything like that, please feel free to reach out. I'll be happy to send you that info. Give you a mailing address if you want to send me anything. It's okay, We'll work it out. I can send, wire information. It's all good. Thank you as always for listening to Juggalo Judgment. Thank you for listening to Mic Checks. Remember that you can reach out to us pretty much anywhere on social media. Juggalo Judgment pretty much everywhere. Hit us up with an email, juggalojudgment@gmail.com. If you'd like to support us monetarily, you can do so at patreon.com/juggalojudgment. Remember that there is a YouTube channel that has not been updated in the last 2 months because I have not had a drive, but in time, I promise we will get more stuff up there. That's just something to consider. The podcast that I'm going to be on tomorrow, or that I'm recording tomorrow, aka now, once that is out, I will be sure to post a link, probably on Twitter, probably have something directing it or whatever on Instagram, so be sure to look into that. I believe I'm being just interviewed. I don't really know, but I'm looking forward to it regardless. I get to chat with Blade, which is always a joy, 100%. So with that, I think it's about it. So stay safe. Much love to y'all. Peace out.